Hello and welcome. If this is your first time here, hello, welcome. I'm Jeya. I am clairaudient. I do receive various styles of channeled messages, and as these different channeled messages come out, I will be relaying them to you. Okay, so when I get into vibration, I do collect everybody's energy. This is to see what's in store for our next 24 collectively. So since I'm gathering all of the energies as a collection, I will be whatever resonates, kindly take, and whatever doesn't resonate, I ask that you just compassionately leave it for the person who needs to hear it most, and just keep it in the back of your mind because it may come up later on. Because this is to see what's in store for our next 24. This is a timeless. That means that it's meant for whenever you find this, and we'll be pulling from 4 different decks today. Okay, so here we go, and we are gonna go ahead and start off with our Louise Hay Power Thought cards. I'm seeing like a hammer, like, you know, those hammers that people use when they're doing construction. It's like one of those construction hammers, but like a big hammer. It's those big ones, like that. I'm hearing that you're getting rid of old blocks. It's like things that were blocking you before, and now getting rid of those things so you can grow. But what you're gonna do in the vision that I'm seeing is, I'm seeing that you're getting rid of old blocks so that way you can build a new foundation. This is building a new foundation. This is starting from, some of you guys are starting from scratch on something, but before you're doing that, within the next 24 hours, I see you sort of like breaking down the other things that would hinder the progress of what you're trying to bring about. Hi. So like, let's say like you're trying to start like a new project, you know? So you're trying to finish up the old projects before you start the new project. If you're trying to get into a relationship, you're trying to break down all the problems that there were in the relationship before, so that way you can start fresh. If it has to do with family or something, you're trying to break through all of the problems that you guys have had, so that way you guys can move on, you know? So this is like breaking down the old so that way you can start a foundation for the new. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, it's a lot of good energy in that. I love and approve myself. I appreciate all that I do. I am good enough, just as I am. I speak up for myself. I ask for what I want. I claim my power. A lot of times we feel like we have to give, okay? This was kind of similar to what was yesterday, but not quite. This is like where you give, and then you don't take care of yourself. You know, and then as a result, you end up with these problems. I feel like within the next 24 hours, this is resolving problems. So that way you can start on a clean plate with something, you know. And this is having to do with forgiving yourself so you can move forward into the new. So you can break those things up and say, you know what, I can break it up, and I can move into a new foundation, you know, whether this is rebuilding with somebody that's in your life, or rebuilding a project, or building a completely new project. Regardless, the old has to be broken down before you move into the new. You get what I'm saying? It's like that. Let me take care of this right here, because yeah, I do tend to not take care of everything right here. I've been so busy, you guys. I've been one busy bee. But it's okay. It's all worth it. I got a little surprise for you guys later. You guys will see. You guys will see soon why I'm having these crazy days and nights. Okay, here we go. So I'm seeing a man's hand around a dumbbell. You know those dumbbells that are the, it's when you work out and you have those dumbbells, you know, and they're like this is a strong one, right? And so I feel like I'm watching a man that's working out, and it's emphasizing on his grasp of the dumbbell. This is getting a hold of something to get strength. This is gathering strength to break down something that needs to be broken down. This is gathering strength, you guys. You guys are getting strength to overcome something. Because I feel like the breaking down of something, what you're breaking down is you're breaking down something that I think you have been very comfortable in. You've been, there's been a sense of, like a sense of, it's been there for so long, because I see it like it's cement, like it's the mortar, you know, it's like that. It's the cement, and I see rock with it, and I see like there's like kind of like if somebody put together a bunch of different things to make this like clump of cement. That's what it feels like. But it feels like it's like that because over the years there have been more and more things that have been added to that. You get what I'm saying? It's like a this is old. This is old stuff that you're breaking down. It was very unorganized before. Other things that I can gather from that is that it was a very rigid way of looking at things. Yeah. There's so much from that vision, just from that vision, that this is talking about breaking apart the old to build the new. Don't feel bad to grow. Don't feel bad to let go of what doesn't serve anymore. Hi. Yeah, don't feel bad to let go, because I feel like in the vision with the cement, it's like a bunch of stuff from the past. It's just like rocks, like I can see little pebbles in it and stuff, and it's like just a clump of unnecessary stuff there. You could do with or without it, but if it stays there, you can't build the new foundation. So you have to get rid of that old so that way you can build the new foundation. Crown chakra, we keep getting crown chakra. So this is speaking about receiving messages. This is talking about meditation. Most of the time I feel like this is always meditation, but this isn't just meditation. This is also what kind of guidance can you be asking for at the moment right now? I feel like the moment when you meditate, ask for what words to speak. That you don't lose your cool, and at the same time you don't feel embarrassed. There's some kind of embarrassment around it. This is gathering the courage and the strength to get rid of what's old. To break down those old stuff. It's like the old, just the old stuff. I just feel it. I keep feeling old. Like it's the old stuff. It's the old stuff. Get rid of the old stuff. Get rid of the old stuff. And this is talking about somebody who has been stressed out about the old stuff. Because I just, no matter which way I see it, I look back at this vision and I just see the same man but from different angles. And this man is stressed out. This man is worried. This man is like touching his forehead, touching his head, like touching his forehead into his head like that. Like that stress, you know, that stress look that people do. I wouldn't understand that. No, I'm just kidding. It's that stress thing, you know. We grab, we kind of do it on our head, on our forehead, and to the back of our head, and we're just kind of stressed. It's like a heavy stress when we're like that. This has been a burden on you. This has been a burden on you. I feel like this has been a burden on you. Some, it's been a burden on you mentally. Others, it's been a burden on you on some sort of physical level, because I feel like the concrete is so, it's just so cold. It's so hard. It doesn't feel like there's emotion in it. It feels very stern. It's probably turned you. This could even be that you're breaking down that part of yourself that's cold. You're breaking down that part that was stern. You're breaking down the part that doesn't want to mesh with the dirt to grow something new. You see? Some people, it's a situation you're putting to bed so that way you can move it out of the way so you can start your new slate. Other people, it's that you're putting stuff that's within yourself that is gonna be in conflict with creating the new. Life's greatest victories are won on the fields of love. Okay, I was seeing like fields, okay, and in my vision, it's like fields, and then I see these big blocks. I see these big blocks, like this big, like, but giant, like a bunch of different big blocks, like kind of like spread apart. But it wasn't like they were all clumped together, like so many of them, but they're clumped, like one big clump right here, one big clump right there, just like that. And these clumps felt like they were just like, they were just a lot. It was a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of very rigidness, a lot of like, stern, cold. And that doesn't mix well with nature, because that's not the way we're supposed to flow. That's not what dirt is in my vision. In my vision, I see the dirt, and nothing is going into the dirt because it's all cement, and you have to break down the cement so that way you can start toiling the dirt. You can start doing that, and you can start growing a new foundation on it. You can't mix the old with the new. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of you, it's getting rid of those different ideas that you have had, or even past things that have happened in a situation. It could be a relationship. It could also be with a project. But these are the past blocks that have not been dealt with that you're dealing with now. I feel like you'll be dealing with those now. Yep. It's like the last thing that you need to do before you make that foundation. That's what it feels like. It's like the last thing that needs to be done. The last thing that needs to be done is you need to just clear out those last pieces of concrete. It's like an old foundation that wasn't even really stable to begin with. That's what it feels like. Okay, now we're going to go into the lesson cards, and then we're going to go. Okay. So right here we have blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. This is now taking accountability. The concrete could be taking accountability for the past the past blocks that you've created in a situation, and also accepting the responsibility of the fact that you allow certain things into your life that you were not okay with. So you're accepting the responsibility of blaming it on yourself, to yourself. So sometimes people will go around and they'll say, oh, well, my life would be better if so-and-so didn't do, you know, and in that case, it's going, you know what, it's actually my fault because I allowed so-and-so in my life. It's my fault because of this or that. It could be an actual where you actually are at fault for something that you did, you know, and then taking accountability for that for the next 24 hours. And this is mainly to be with your well-being. It's not just so that way you look good to everybody else, but so that way you feel at peace within yourself, I feel like. So you could grow that new foundation. It's speaking, because the blue with the blame and the blue right here, this is speaking. So I'm feeling like you need to meditate, ask for those discerning words, what you need to say, so you can get it out the right way. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me here today, and I really loved it. I hope to see you guys again tomorrow, and have a fantastic 24.